Hello, we're on the Trent today. We're going to fish steak and mince. Very easy method. I like to play with steak. 8 ounces of steak, more than enough. Hook bait company, aquavate worm and krill. Just moisten the steak up a little bit. Try and stop it clagging together. A little bit of corn steeping liquor. Very few baits don't put a bit of corn steeping liquor in. A little bit of hook bait company 3B pellet paste, just a little bit extra protein, a bit of extra attraction. And some generic ground bait, fish meal based. Doesn't really matter, you're just using it to separate the grains. The reason why will become apparent as we move along. So work all this in together, separate all the meat. You don't want it clagging. If it becomes claggy, it'll stick in the feeder and your feeder will become a hot spot. Chub will come round and you'll get these big wrap round bites and you're like, no contact, why? Simple, Chub's picking your feeder up, it's not picking your hook bait up. Even the largest of feeders will fit in a 4-pound Chub's mouth, so you get these big massive takes, nothing. So your mince has got to be separated, it's got to be able to come out of the feeder. Just work on that. It's 5-10 minutes, I'm not going to go all the way through that process, you get the idea. Separate your meat. Steak, 3 ounce of braising steak from your butchers. I like it in one big piece. The reason why, I like to add, this is the hook bait company's blood glue. I like to add a little bit of this to it. It slows the bleed out. Once steak's washed out, it loses part of its effectiveness. So I put some extra blood on it in the form of this glue and I work it in. I don't do it dip it piece by piece, I get the whole piece. That's why I want one nice piece of braising steak. Rub it in, work it well in. Messy, very messy. Make sure you got a tea towel, clean your hands up, otherwise you're going to be stinking of blood. It's a strange smell. Not too pungent, but it's there, it carries. Right, so I've got the blood glue worked into the steak. Size 12 up. Start small pieces of steak, get bigger. Don't put a big piece on straight away. Even this, £4. Went in Co-op yesterday, packet of mince, packet of stewing steak, any two for £7. So £7 on bait. It's not cheap. It's cheaper than maggots and casters. A pair of braid scissors, sharp scissors. Cut a small piece off, about the size of a fingernail. Bury the hook well into the meat. Obviously I'm going to work on this mince a little bit more. A little bit of mince in the feeder. Don't press it in too tight, you don't want it to clag. It's got to come out, otherwise your feeder is a bigger target than your hook bait. You don't want that. You get big wrap rounds, pulling your hair out. And that is as easy as it gets. Let's see if we can catch some fish.